90s makeup just hit different. I think over the years, especially recent, we've gotten really boring with makeup. So I thought today I do this icon's makeup, and it's Miss Sofia Vergara. And this is, you know, her in the 90s. She's still a very, very beautiful woman. For foundation, I will be using the Luminous Silk Foundation in color 4. I feel like it's a little light if I remember correctly, so I'm going to prep my skin with the Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury, and I have this in shade 4.5. So I think mixing these two shades will look nice. She has a very pretty base. It doesn't look like it's your makeup but better. It actually looks like she has makeup on. So I want my foundation to be a good amount of coverage, nothing too dramatic. I'm just going to use a flat brush to kind of blend these in together. Ew. It still has some personality. I really love clean girl makeup, which is just like simple makeup, everyday look. Realistically, when you do a look that has some color, even if it's lack of color, like if it's a gray or a black, like a smoky eye or whatever, it still shows your style. Instead of being like, oh, well, I have latte makeup, or I have clean girl makeup, or strawberry makeup. Like, I get it, cute, I love it, but I think we need to bring back just a little bit of like 2016 and just kind of mix it up a little bit, you know? For concealer, I'll be using the Hourglass concealer, and I have this in color Oat, just to get a good full coverage. And these areas here. And to blend it out, I'll be using my House Labs concealer brush. Is there a style that you wish came back? I never really got into cut creases though. That was never really my thing. I recently walked into MAC, and I feel like MAC is perfect example of what makeup used to be. There's so much color, there's so many different lip liners. You find just, it's like the holy grail of makeup. Like, that was it back then. And the lip liners are some of my favorite. Although my favorite color is usually medium by Charlotte Tilbury. But if you want like just lip liners that give more, then usually I think it's MAC. And I do have a lot of favorites from MAC. And she doesn't really have blush too much. I'm gonna set my face here. Actually, let's add some bronzer now. Bronzers, let's do the Merit Beauty one in this color right here. And I'm just going in with a brush, kind of pick some up. So definitely blush wasn't as big during this time as it is right now. I think a lot of us have blush blindness, but I do love some blush. I'll add some more powdered bronzer at the end. I think at this point I'm going to set my face with powder, and I'll be using the Chanel powder in just like the translucent one, the shade 20. She has a tan going on too. I don't want it too matte because her makeup was not too matte. The shine will come through eventually anyway. Always does. I'm not liking this under eye today. That's why I say that concealer is a hit or miss. If you have any type of dryness, it's not going to look as great as you think. That's why I don't use it often. It's a nice one, but it's not a guarantee that it's gonna look good. She does have like a flush of color, so obviously I will be adding some. But before we do that, I do want to add some bronzer. I think I'll go in with the Shade and Light palette. And I do think a little bit of contour is good to just here. So that's this color here. When I first started my channel a few years ago, I've been on and off, unfortunately, but when I first started it, I would do a video a week where I would be talking about makeup related things, and then I would do a second video later where I would do makeup and a scary story. And I kind of want to do that again, do 2 videos a week. Now I'm going to go in with this color here, which is just a regular bronzer. I think for that one I'll be using a fluffier brush. This is the L'Oreal one, A21. So for that second video, I would tell a scary story. I made a video in the past of the Queen Mary and a couple haunted homes or locations, hotels. But I was so embarrassed by my storytelling that I took them down. But I want to bring them back. So if you made it this far and you like watching that content, let me know what you would like to watch. If you have a place or a scary story, I do not want to talk about crime. That's not where I want to go. I don't want to talk about like missing people or things like that. That's a very sensitive subject, and I would never want to say something in the wrong way or be insensitive. So I prefer to do like legends type of stuff, okay? One thing I'm noticing about her makeup is that her face is warm, but her eyes are kind of cool toned. So we're going to do the same thing. This palette has become popular. I've seen it a lot on TikTok. So I'm happy to say I did it first. I'm just kidding. So the Stone Cold Fox palette, her eye makeup looks almost like plum, like grayish, purpley color. So I think we'll go in with Rumor Mill. Actually, I think these fell out, so I don't even know if the colors I'm going to tell you are the correct ones, to be quite honest. We'll go in with Rumor Mill. Actually, let's go in with You Rock because we need a transition color. So I'm going to put that in the crease, see how that looks. Perfect. Actually, and then she does have like that white right under her brow. Like this part right here is very bright. So we're going to add that as well. But I think, let's see what this looks like. Rumor Mill. I think just like going in with the gray in the crease area. Hopefully we don't mess this up. I don't know if it's like a brownish, if it's a grayish. I think it's a cool tone brown actually. So shall we do maybe Ghost Town would be nice. And then maybe Cult Classic. This one up right here too. I think maybe we'll go with, let's just do both. So I'll do Ghost Town here, right on that gray that we did earlier. And then blend up to your brow. And I always like to make sure that everything is blended. So I go on with, this is a brush I use to set my under eyes. So it just has translucent powder, and I like to use something like that to buff out around the eyeshadow. Even though I'd never do anything heavy on my eyes, but doing that just kind of gets rid of any harsh lines you may have. And you're not using any product, so you're not going to make anything darker. You're just diffusing, basically. And I am not a professional, okay? Alright. I think we're almost done. Maybe just add that Cult Classic color to maybe just like the corner here, and then just bring it up a bit. Am I too far from you? Am I creating too much distance between us? It's okay. Don't worry. It's not you. It's me. I have not figured out my camera settings. Setup. That help. We're gonna do that diffusing thing again. And let's get some of that light color and then add it to my brow here. Some Trip, which is like the white color. Okay, I think that looks good. Let me just kind of go under here to blend in between those two. So they kind of just melt together. I want to dye my hair red. I want to have my hair pink, like a baby pink. I want a brown sometimes. What even is this? I wish we could just like have a, actually just change your hair like that. Just like nothing. Okay, I'm going to add some eyebrow mascara. Just bleach them so they're nice and light right now. Okay, and I do think she has a little bit of blush, like kind of barely there, kind of. So we're going to add, so like any color like this will look nice because it's like reddish and I feel like it would look natural. And I want to add it kind of like here. Honestly, even if you like kind of drag it down a little bit, because it kind of gives, like there's blush there, but is it really? You know what I mean? Probably not. Do I know what I mean? No. Have you heard of boyfriend blush? It's kind of like what it is in my head. Probably applied more than I wanted. Who even cares? I think we're almost done. Lips. I think I have the perfect color for this look. This is my trusty bag of lip liners. I have some more, but this is where the majority of them are. And we're looking for Plum. MAC Plum. And I'm going to overline my lips a bit. Honestly, burgundy, if I had the color burgundy, that probably would have been better. But I don't. Maybe in the future, I'll get on MAC PR. That would be like a dream. Or Chanel. Oh my god. You know, this is the 90s, so lip lining was very much in. The lips are never just not chapped. If you really have like a real solution, will help me not have these wrinkly, cracky lips, let me know. And then she has like a pinky in the middle. Maybe, what about if we go in with Piggy blush? Oh, that looks perfect. If my lips didn't look like that. What's the desert? So this is it, I think. Maybe we should add a little bit of that color to my lower lash line. So let's add some of that Cult Classic to like the bottom here. Wow. It's actually so pretty. If I had thinner brows, it would really give like so vampira, you know? What do you think? Did I really pull it off? Does it look like this doll? Did I kind of get it? But really, I love this type of look. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other ideas for videos like to see from me, let me know in the comments down below. And I will be back with another video later this week because I'm going to be doing two. One beauty scary. Okay. Bye. Have a good rest of your day and I will see you again soon.